Hello, hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me well. If I don't sound like a robot, put a 1 in the chat. If I sound like a robot or any other uh, type of way that I shouldn't be, put a 2 in the chat. Hello, Alicia, Dory, the real Brenda, Miracles for Missing, who does beautiful work for all of the missing children and missing persons out there. Thank you for being here. My Shed Lines, Aaron Hicks, Mom, Two Three Kitties, Nancy B, Rainy Days, Tip Turtle, and everyone else who is just joining. So there's a press conference update from Fruitland Police Department with JD Huff about Michael obviously being on these trucks, right? These trailers. And the people behind this, it's an amazing organization that does these kind of things to help spread awareness for missing persons, missing children. So I'm really, really glad to see that this is happening. I would really, really like for it to be way before a year and a month, but take what you can get, right? So I'm really glad to see that this is happening. Hopefully this will be kind of the standard going forward, right? Way earlier, way sooner, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm really glad. Hi, Emmy. Hello, hello. So, hi, everybody. I am here, alive, kicking. Didn't have time to get fully dressed, so excuse me, but it was kind of an impromptu live. Wasn't scheduled, but I'm happy to jump on and cover this. So we're waiting on them to start the press conference. Hopefully there's some more information regarding Michael's case, along with this information about the trailers, the truck trailers. So, hey, Spirit Dreams. Oh, dope. Hey, sweetheart. And thank you, you big fat liar. I'm just kidding. Thank you. Dory says, naked is just fine, y'all. These weasels in the chat we had earlier, I'm still reeling about it. It was so funny. Oh my God, I was rolling. It was so funny. By the way, if you would like to join my Discord for, just to hang out, chit chat, we've got a lot of cases that we talk about and threads of stuff like Halloween. Ooh, baby, while we're waiting, I'm going to hot dash it over to get my new Halloween stuff for after the live. But I wanted to have it here because your girl Eve loves Halloween. Favorite holiday of the year. And I can't wait to show you what I got. So give me just a second. I got the stuff. And this is just a new edition. This isn't including good God, all of the 50 other boxes of Halloween stuff that I have. I don't even put it away because secretly I'll go into the back room where they are and just kind of go through them from time to time. Man, I really wish it was Halloween now instead of this treesy summer bullshit. But yeah, can't wait. Really hoping that they'll start this presser, unless they've already started it. Oh Lord, they probably already started it and had it on pause. Help me, Jesus. Let's hit the live button. Oh, okay. I was about to say I did it again. Eve strikes again. All right. Nope, they're late, Brooklyn says. Got it. Mr. Eve is at work doing work things, doing big boy things, while I'm just spending money on Halloween stuff. Somebody's got to spend the money. Somebody's got to earn it, and somebody's got to spend it. I do my part. Okay, don't think that I'm just some grifter. I'm not a grifter. I'm a little bit of a grifter sometimes, but I love me some Halloween too, Carla. Like, you have no idea. If it could be Halloween, at least like, I would say half of the year, you know, like the spirit of Halloween, it would match my energy on a normal level. So, but standards, societal standards, they call you a witch for those kind of things. So while we're waiting, first of all, I'm going to fix this damn webcam because I can't stand it when it's messed up like this. Can't even see the full scrolly thing. There we go. Is that better? Perf. All right. So a long time ago, there was a recording of Brandy speaking about this. So this has been, I guess, known to Brandy at least for a hot minute. But I just wonder why it took so long for this to come on board. Don't get me wrong. We should all be grateful that any exposure for missing children that happens, we should be grateful for. I just wonder what took so long, Tope says, I left the whole Discord because I couldn't with y'all. I know I couldn't with myself, but I couldn't help it either. I could not help myself. Yeah. So getting back to what I was saying is, this has been known about for a long time. And I think either the person from the organization reached out to her and, said that this is what they'd like to do. I just, again, wonder why it took so long, but regardless, it's great. It's great that it's happening. I'm going to turn on my chat box because as you can see, I'm wearing glasses today for a good reason. I'm blind as hell. And I got allergies, so it's like very cloudy. But anywho, I'm going to turn it on while we're waiting. I love that I found this nifty little chat box. So excited about it. Let's see if it works. Oh, we got movement. We've got some movement. Here we go, guys. Never mind. Turning myself off.
This side? Yeah, okay. Okay. Gary, you can get the mic, and you can be to my right, next to Gary, wherever you want to be. Side, I want you right here. I'm just gonna set up the quarter right here. Okay. Great man, Chief. What's that? Right there. Right here. Right there. My dinky little phone. And Cam. And Cam can be just to the left of you.
Hey, JD. Hey, fam.
Yes.
on its way. They're going to start here soon.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to start by thanking the media for being here. We can't thank you enough for continuing your coverage of this case, as we know how much it's impacted this community and the family. So thank you all for being here. I want to start out with some introductions today. Obviously, I'm going to shorten it up because we have quite a few people representing here today. But I'm going to start over here with my FPD staff. I've got Sheriff Andy Creech with the Payette County Sheriff's Office. I've got Chief Gary Marshall with the Payette City Police Department. And I've got Chief Mike Eway from the Ontario Police Department. To my left here, I've got Captain Sire Armstrong with FPD. I've got Kerry Gordon with the Washington State Patrol. Cam Sahota, I'm sorry, Cam Sahota with Camway Transportation. Brandy, Tyler, and Bob, the Vaughan family, here with us today. So thank you. Sorry about that, Cam. I'd just like to quickly cover the context of this case, and I know I do it every time, but we may have some new listeners and some people just kind of tuning into this thing, as it's huge. So
guys, it's just low. I'm sorry.
July 27th, 2021, the Fruitland Police Department, the Idaho State Police, the FBI, Idaho law enforcement agencies, and law enforcement agencies across the country have investigated the disappearance of then 5-year-old Michael Vaughan. We haven't stopped. Every day we have unfinished business, and our investigation remains very, very active. We know that Michael Joseph Vaughan was last seen near his residence on Southwest 9th Street at approximately 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, July 27th of 2021. Law enforcement received the first 911 call at approximately 7:21 p.m. and we issued an endangered missing person alert to the area and to area residents seeking the community to help be on the lookout. Information was sent to the law enforcement nationwide through the National Crime Information Center regarding Michael's disappearance, and he was entered into the State of Idaho Missing Persons Clearinghouse and National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The Fruitland Police Department, Payette Police Department, Payette County Sheriff's Office, and over 100 law enforcement officers and from federal and state local agencies converged on our small town of Fruitland that night. Physical search efforts were conducted by experts from the Idaho Fish and Game, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, both Fruitland and Sand Hollow Fire Departments, and immense citizen help. Our search included over 3,000 acres of farm ground, 29 miles of riverbank along the Snake River, 250 residential homes, outbuildings, septic tanks, garbage cans, vehicles, irrigation ditches, and drain canals. We used fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, sophisticated drones. We used boats, sonar, specialized canines, kayaks, and paragliders. We served over 30 search warrants, and we continue to review hundreds of hours of security and other data, and we've logged tens of thousands of hours as we continue to work this case. Our department has processed over 1,200 leads, many of which we've been able to clear, many of which we are still working on. We've had a lot of law enforcement across the entire country and internationally help us chase down some of these leads. I'd like to note that after a year-long thorough investigation, the family is not a focus of our investigation at this point. They are continuing to fully cooperate with us in all of our efforts from the investigation standpoint.
It's their settings.
Today, as members of this community, we continue to agonize with the family, and we continue to dedicate our resources to bringing Michael home safely. We believe that the continued distribution of this story will generate more attention and more tips and help us get this thing, get some resolution to this case. So there's no tip that's too small or benign that we won't investigate. With the help of Tanea Parmenter with the Idaho State Police, we're excited to partner with the Washington State Patrol's Homeward Bound program and Camway Transportation to carry Michael's information across the country on semi-trailers like the one I have behind me. We know that exposure along the interstates and highways and the roads of this country will help bring new leads and potentially help us bring Michael home safely. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Kerry Gordon, She's with the Washington State Patrol, and she's going to be talking a bit about the Homeward Bound program and our exciting new partnership. Carrie?
Thank you, Chief. As the Chief mentioned, I work for the Washington State Patrol. I manage the Missing Persons Clearinghouse, and I'm the Amber Alert Coordinator for Washington State. I'm essentially Tanea's counterpart in Washington. So the Homeward Bound program was actually started by the late Trooper Renee Paget. She sadly lost a battle with blood cancer a couple of years ago, but this program was Renee's vision, and it was brought to fruition in 2006 with then Gordon Transportation. With Gordon, the program featured, at one time, there were 27 children featured in the program. And each child had between 3 and 5 trailers traveling around the country with Gordon at the time. So a lot of exposure for these cases, and a lot of tips and a lot of new information generated for these cases for law enforcement, and that's our goal. So I'm here to continue with Renee's passion, and so we're very excited to be able to partner with Idaho and bring some more attention to Michael's case and to help his family spread the word and get information out about Michael. So to us, the important part of this entire program is the coordination and partnerships that we have with all of the various law enforcement agencies that are represented up here, as well as the Idaho State Police, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and our various states' clearinghouses that border your state here. The trailers behind me are going to be seen by millions of travelers on highways around the country. And so imagine how many eyes are going to see this trailer as it travels throughout its journey. And this is one of what will be eventually 3 trailers that will feature Michael and Cam, who's going to speak right after me here shortly. And his company have committed to this program for as long as it takes, and for as many trailers as we need to bring attention to these missing child cases around the country. It's a fantastic partnership. We're very proud of what we're doing, and I just want to ensure the families and law enforcement that we are not going to stop. That is what we do. That is why we do what we do every single day. I've been doing this particular job for 10 years. I've been with the patrol for 31 years, and this is the most important job I've ever had. And the importance is that these are our children. These are kids, and they're our most valuable asset that we have in our communities, and we need to make sure that we provide them with the most attention that we can give them and bring them home to their families who are waiting for them every single day, every minute. So I'd like to introduce Cam Sahota. He is the owner of Camway Transportation, and he has been a very valuable partner to me. And I also want to recognize Cam's wife, Harneet, who is not here today, but she's been my logistics contact and to help me get these trailers on the road and to get them at events like this today. So, Cam?
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Chief. Camway Transportation is a trucking company and freight brokers based up in Blaine, Washington. And since we started the company in 2008, we've always been centered around giving back to the communities we serve. And when the opportunity to be part of the Homeward Bound program was presented to us, I thought it was an amazing opportunity and something that really aligned with our values as a company. And moving freight and moving trucks down the road is something we do on a day in, day out basis. But being able to do a little more, a little extra, give families hope, bring awareness through the featuring children on the side of our trailers is something that's near and dear to myself, my wife, my other partner, our whole company. We think it's an amazing cause, and we bring additional hope, and we think that there's through this awareness that we can assist these different agencies that are working very hard to try to help the families and bring kids home. So we're really, really excited to be part of this, and just the hope it gives everybody. You know, it's a big world. We're all parents, and anything that we can do, anything we can do to bring awareness, anything we can do to bring hope to these families is, I think it's worth its weight in gold. So we're very thankful to be here today, and be part of this program, and we want to thank everybody for coming out and the media to bring additional awareness to this, and Idaho State Patrol and Fruitland Police Department and all the other agencies mentioned, Washington State Patrol, for doing this and going above and beyond. So thank you.
Thanks, Cam. So I'd just like to follow up, Cam. I just want to tell you how thankful we are and grateful for your continued generosity and your involvement in this case. I appreciate your long-standing partnership with Homeward Bound, and it's an incredible program. And I think it's really going to help us, and I can't thank you enough. To the Vaughan family, this has been an extremely long and emotional road. You don't walk that road alone, right? So I could never fathom how you and your family have suffered. However, I assure you that the Fruitland Police Department will continue to earnestly investigate this case, and everyone here today is a part of your community and a part of your family. We will never stop looking. You need to know that. And so with that, I'll take a few questions if you guys have any for me. Go ahead.
Can you elaborate a little on where the trucks will be traveling?
You know, I think I'm going to defer that to
Alex.
Carrie or Cam.
Yep. So the trucks will be traveling all over. Okay. Sorry, I'm back. The trucks will be traveling all over the U.S. and Canada, but our primary routes are the western 7
That's
states.
great news.
And so this particular unit is on its way to Denver, Colorado after our unveiling today, and we'll probably come back through Idaho again from Denver back to Washington again.
So I just have a follow-up to that throughout.
Yes.
So the western 7 states, I'm assuming are Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California, Utah,
Arizona, and Colorado. Yes, thank you.
Very interesting.
I believe Carrie said that this look here is going to be on 3 trailers for now.
Yes.
Okay. And I'd love to be able to read my own handwriting. That would be fantastic for my own. Is this a unique? Do other transportation companies do this in the United States that we're aware of? Or
So much better.
Unique operation.
Yeah, I don't think any other companies do it or of any scale.
That we're aware of.
That we're aware of, but we think that it's a wonderful idea, and it's good. It's good to get the word out, and we're going to continue, as Carrie mentioned, to spread the word and commit 100% to the program.
And I had one more actually. So is this the first time, Cam, that you all have done this, or have you worked on other cases before as well?
So right now there's 15 trailers, including this one trailer that are with 7 different children that are featured right now, and then in the next month there'll be 2 more trailers that feature
Certain cases.
yes, Michael's picture. There'll be 2 more trailers, exact replica to this.
And how many years have you been doing this for?
We started this in 2018, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, and we'll be happy to continue to expand the program.
Right. And are these trailers going to carry typical cargo, or are these dedicated to getting the message out?
No, they do. Our company mainly specializes in food and retail. Right now, this trailer is full of ice cream. It's destined to Denver, Colorado.
How appropriate.
Yes, so we haul all kinds of different food stuff. And retail products.
I was just curious what they do.
This one's for the chief. So if you're partnering with them to get Michael's face out across the U.S., is that because you believe that Michael was taken somewhere outside of Idaho?
You know, I think the best answer for that is we don't know where Michael is at this point. So could he be out of state? Yes. So I think the best way to get Michael's information out there is definitely going to be on these forms of transport that travel from state to state, potentially into other countries. So.
I have a follow-up as well. I don't know if you can speak to this, but there's been rumors that Michael's scent was traced near the freeway. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
I'm not going to comment on that.
And at this time, what are their latest message to the public? What's What's the latest they want the public to know as the search continues?
You know, as we continue this search, the public just needs to know that we want them to be aware and vigilant. I mean, we're still receiving tips on a daily basis. I mean, every day we're getting new tips. And so we do know that the message is getting out there. I just want them to remain vigilant. The last thing we want is for,
Good.
For the coverage of this case to fall off, because Michael's still out there and somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. Either information's been omitted or they're just not bringing it forward. So I would continue to encourage those people that have any idea or have any information that may lead us to the safe return, that they bring that information forward. The reward stands. It's still active. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. Any other questions?
Is there like a solid lead right now that you're actively working that looks promising to you?
You know, I hate to be so cagey with my answers, but it is a criminal investigation. I will just tell you that there are a multitude of plausible leads. So, and it's just something that it's a painstaking task, and we're in here every single day. Every single day we're working this case. So.
And is there any way that you could publicly confirm that Michael was knocking on neighbors' doors when he went missing, or can you not speak to that?
You know, I'm just not going to talk about the details of our investigation. So real quick, if we don't have any more questions, I did want to just take a brief moment and allow Brandy to make a brief statement. I believe she has something that she would like to say. So I think we'll just take a moment and do that. Brandy, if I can get you for a minute. You betcha.
Thank you all for being here today for Michael and our family. This was amazing and beautiful, and we want to thank all of you, all of the officers, all of the agencies. You guys have you keep working so hard. And we're gonna get him home. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna find him. And every outside agency that's helping, thank you. It's a blessing, and whoever has Michael or knows anything and has information about Michael, please come forward. We need him home. We need our baby. Please. Thank you to the community and extended communities that continue to support our family, and law enforcement, all of the agencies that are helping to bring Michael home. They stand strong, and they stand with us, and we stand with them. So if you are seeing this, please, if you know something, please, if you know anything, please say something. You can be anonymous. There's so many avenues. Please, everyone, help us get Michael home. And Monkey, we love you, baby. You're coming home. None of us are gonna give up, I promise. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you, Brandy. So with that, if we don't have any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. I'd also like to let my media partners know that we do have a B-roll from Homeward Bound that we can get a link to you guys. We can get it to you after this press conference. And then I also want to let you know that the truck will probably be leaving in roughly 10 minutes. So if you wanted to make sure your visuals are set up for that at that time. Other than that, I think we'll conclude. Thank you. Appreciate you all. Thank you. Yep.
No matter what, we're going to get into the nitty gritty of it. No matter what, this is great. This is great news. Sorry, I'm shuffling my decks here because I'm getting ready for some things, some spooky dooky things. Which I'm going to be starting up that again on another channel. I'm going to have a few channels that I'm going to be circulating around. I am very, very happy that, you know, the trailers, the 3 trailers, is going from what did they say, Canada all the way through Washington down to Colorado and Arizona, Colorado, and I think that that's a great thing. I really would like the question answered of, you know, why did it take a year and a month, right? But you know what? There could be some other circumstances that they had to wait on long. I don't know. You know, I do think that it might have something to do with the investigation in itself. I don't know. It'd be a great question. Maybe something that I could email JD Huff on, or the Homeward Bound director, you know, something like that, or maybe even ask the news to ask that. No matter what, this is a great thing for Michael, because think about it like this. People, not everybody knows about Michael's case to this day in Payette County. And I can tell you that for a fact because I ask, whether it be a phone call or Facebook reach out. Some people don't. They sincerely don't, or they don't remember because it's been so long. It takes them a minute to go, oh, yeah, Fruitland, yeah, the boy from Fruitland. It's really, really disturbing to me, right? So this is really great, hands down, no matter what we think or what speculation's out there. And I have to agree that no one's giving up, no matter how you feel about my opinion or other people's opinions on what happened to Michael. No, we will not. We will not give up on Summer Wells. We will not give up on any missing child who especially went missing under suspicious circumstances where the timeline doesn't make sense. Because I do think that there's a huge element that law enforcement may not be privy. And hopefully, like, you know, we need to have updated statistics and studies on this COVID crisis with children, either being neglected or predators, giving predators easy access, whatever it may be. There's a missing element here for it to become really, really easy for children to go missing like this. And we do not obviously want that to go on the rise. We want it to be non-existent. And that's kind of what my plan is to, as we're reviewing the case and looking for monkey in a sense and speculating reasonably, that's what we are here for, is to spread awareness as well on this channel and to also support other organizations. Speaking of that, I wanted you guys to know that if you haven't watched my other live, where I kind of had a little bit of a moment with some particular assholes, you know, that fed my fury to do this, to push me into doing this and finalizing it. I do have a 501c3 that is formed as of August 10th, okay? And I want to do great things with this 501c3, this nonprofit. The biggest thing that I want to do with it is raise funds and give resources to family members who want their children found, who went missing, spread awareness in a sense of how do we get searches for these family members? How do we not only spread awareness in a sense of flyers and posters and things, but the resources to go do something to find them? What can we do? Not just what can we share. What can we do? Whether that be, you know, getting in contact with law enforcement, working with law enforcement, what resources do they need that we can help provide, whether that be volunteers who have search and rescue experience. Get them involved, whatever it takes. And it's not just missing children, it's missing persons. And I really want to hone in on Indigenous women, Indigenous men and women and children who have the worst rate of being found or having justice given to them when they go missing. Talk about predator's playground. It's that land that, you know, they go missing on. And we'll get into that more on this channel. But for Michael, let's get back to that. Whatever I can do with this nonprofit to help find him, I don't care how the family feels about me or my channel. I don't care how the community feels about me or my channel or my speculations. If there's anything that I can ever do to help you find your son, please let me know. I've already got volunteers who are ready and willing on the standby to help find missing persons, free of charge. They have their permits and their licenses. One of them is a drone operator. One of them is a search and rescue expert with canines in all areas. That includes scent tracking, that includes cadaver dog, and that also includes the mixture of all of them. All right. And just to prove it to everybody, they're like, show me the money. Well, I don't got any money yet. But I do have it for this nonprofit is, here's the proof. Certificate of formation. A voice for the missing. And it's not, I don't want any well dones or pat on the backs. I want to help. I sincerely want to help. And I'm very proud of, you know, Homeward Bound for getting these trailers for Michael and the 7 children, right? I really am glad to see that for the family and for Monkey more than anyone and those other children, missing children. The more people know, the more people can think about maybe there is something that they saw. Maybe there is someone they know that maybe had mentioned a child named Michael that they had taken and thought it was a joke. Who knows? You never know what these things can do, no matter what the intention is behind it. You know, the yin to the yang. You know, some nonprofits make a lot of money on things they shouldn't be doing. And I'm not saying that this is the case with Homeward Bound. I'm just saying that no matter the intention, look at the result that it could bring, right? So let's respect that, especially on this channel. Let's celebrate the positive and not hone in on, you know, the negative side of what we believe it to be. This is a good thing, period. Now, what I will say is that this channel started being a donation source for EquiSearch and other nonprofits, murderdata.org, which helps enforce data collection to be properly done by law enforcement locally and by state. You're supposed to report, you know, all of the cases that they work on properly, you know, all the witness statements and all of the crap that goes on with the investigations, and it's not being done. I still want to do that. I'm going to do that based on a voice for the missing, the nonprofit. And again, I don't want to make it about money. I just want my viewers and subscribers to support it, be for it, be the voice for the voice of the missing, right? The money stuff, that's on me. That is my job to raise funds for. And I don't like doing that on a platform such as this where it's so volatile with missing persons cases, especially missing children. But I digress. Justice for Michael Vaughan. Where is Michael Vaughan? We need to find him. I will agree with Brandy 100% that we will not stop searching, looking, listening, speculating reasonably, looking for clues, looking for whatever we can to find this beautiful, beautiful boy who did not deserve to be taken away from experiencing school for the first time. You know, it reminds me of a case when I was little. There was a case of a little girl that was taken from my county, and she, the county over rather, and she was deceased on the second day. And it was a family, familial abduction. The family had their suspicions about that, kept quiet about it because of some nefarious drug stuff, right? And it just, you know, it makes me feel like if there's anything that I can do to prevent or just get the knowledge out there for people to see these things that are outside the family, maybe the family is too blind sometimes to see predators that are close to them because they feel like they know them. If we can promote information in a sense of what to look for within family, don't get too comfortable. Keep your peepers peaked. Keep your knowledge full. These are our children. These are our children. And somebody's got to fight for them. It's not just about flyers and bracelets and items and even nonprofits. It's not all about that. It's really about supporting the fucking knowledge that we have at our fingertips and holding law enforcement responsible for making sure that data is accurate and sent timely so that the data and the case studies can be done in a timely manner where we're not waiting 10 years, 20 years for an updated study or a release of information or a report from the DOJ or the OJP. And that is one thing that I do definitely want to do on with my nonprofit is make sure that they are doing these things. But it really starts with you. It really does. As a viewer, a subscriber, a member. So I'm going to take a little break. I got a little bit of things to do, a few things to do. I will be back in about, I'm going to do another live in 40 minutes. We're going to go over that video one more again because I do want to talk about a few things that I wrote down here that I kind of need your help with because some of you are not biased in a sense of what you know and don't know versus what I know. I know too much. To be honest with you, a lot of people in the chat know way too damn much. I think sometimes we are guilty of looking too far into something. So I would love your opinions about what you feel and what you see right off the bat so that I don't muddle the waters here. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next live. Drink your water. Your girl Eve needs a whole bunch of water because I'm being dehydrated on these caffeine. I have a Starbucks cup, a Red Bull. I have an espresso latte. Y'all, there's no hope for me. I think I need to detox. All right. All right, guys. See you on the next live. Bye.